Hey guys, what's going on? It's Eli back with another review video, and for this one, gonna be reviewing another one of my all-time favorite Disney/Pixar films. Now, of course, as you all know, number one being Monsters, Inc., number two being The Incredibles, number three being Toy Story 2, number four being Monsters University, number five being Brave, number six, Ratatouille, number seven, A Bug's Life, number eight, Toy Story 3, and now for number nine, it's Inside Out. That's right, Inside Out. I love Inside Out. Who doesn't? You know, it's really good film. And for it being Pete Docter's third film, you know, because the first one he did for Disney Pixar, Monsters, Inc., number two was Up, and now comes Inside Out. And this film is fantastic. I even remember, I think I heard, like, this film was the inspiration for, I think even Pete Docter admitted it, that because he had worked on an attraction that was at Epcot for a couple of years, at Epcot, as I said, and which was in the Wonders of Life Pavilion, Cranium Command. I'm sure you guys may be familiar with that. I mean, you can check it up online, YouTube, etc., if you don't really know that much. But I think, yeah, I think he's even admitted that it was the inspiration for Inside Out. And I don't see why it wouldn't. In the mind of a kid and such, everything that's going on, like, actually, like something similar to, like, a bridge or Star Trek, something like that. I don't know. That kind of stuff. Control panel, you know, if you get what I'm saying. So, with the movie, like, everything about it is fantastic. From the animation, the characters, the story, the emotions, its funny moments, everything. Of course, like, as we see in the opening, like, Riley is born, we see joy and we see sadness, then comes in fear, disgust, and anger. And I love that part with disgust and anger, their introduction, you know, because it's broccoli, you know, she pulls the button, you know, yucky, and then anger, and then her dad says, you know, you won't get dessert. You know, wait, did he just say we couldn't have dessert? You know, so that's how you want to play it, old man? Oh, sure, we'll eat our dinner right after you eat this, you know. And the voices of the emotions, they're perfect. And I say they're perfect. They are. They got really great great celebrities actors to voice the characters. Definitely. They're all perfect, you know. And I'm sure you guys would agree too. And like, say the parents and Riley, they're good too. Everybody else, all the actors, all the voice actors, you know, all the cast voicing the characters, you know. And of course, you know, later on in the films, like, Riley and her family, they moved from Minnesota, is that it? Yeah, to San Francisco. And I remember that one part with, you know, the pizza, you know, like, in anger. Congratulations, San Francisco, you ruined pizza. First the Hawaiians, and now you. You know, I remember watching behind the scenes of voice recording. What's-his-face, who was voicing anger, did it many takes, and it was still funny and perfect. Even Pete Docter was laughing. And later on, like, for Riley's first day of school, and Joy is trying to keep sadness away from touching things, etc. And right as, like, Riley introduces herself to the class, sadness kind of ruins it, like, touches the balls, you know, the main memory cores, and which causes, like, an air vent to, like, vacuum or suck, you know, and it causes those memory cores and even joy and sadness to be sucked out of the headquarters, you know, only leaving fear, disgust, and anger there. And then later on, they come across Bing Bong, the mayor of, I want to say, Wacky Land, not Wacky Land, Goofball Island. Yeah, the mayor of Goofball Island. And, you know, Bing Bong, Riley's imaginary friend, you know, voiced by Richard Kind, who had done a lot of voice work and such at Pixar, like he had voiced Molt in A Bug's Life and the Bookworm in Toy Story 3. So now the voice of Bing Bong in Inside Out, and he's perfect voicing, and he is definitely the voice of Bing Bong. And so, like, of course, that at times during the film, the bit with triple den gum, you know, triple den gum will make you smile. It's funny, and it drives anger nuts, you know. Even that one part where they're in, like, the dream sequence, you know, like it's a movie studio, and at one point, like, Bing Bong is put in I forget what it is, like a dungeon or something. I can't remember. And they and they get a clown to wake up, and basically they need to wake up Riley. And that part where like Joy and Sadness, they break into a dream and like pretending to be a dog, and Fear is taking the night shift and watching the dreams, and then Bing Bong shows up, and it's funny, And then when the clown comes in later on, like when the clown comes in and breaks the dream, who's the birthday girl? It causes Fear to wake up Riley, And speaking of Fear, remember that sequence with them watching a scary movie? Riley watching a scary movie, Fear, anger, no, not Fear, disgust, anger, sadness, and joy. They're watching the scary movie too, and Fear's like, okay, what movie are we watching tonight? And like, Fear, I don't think you should watch this, as Joy says. It's a scary movie. Oh, please, like he thinks he can handle it, but no, he can't, and kind of causes Riley to get scared such, and Joy's like, let's watch something else. And like, I think it's like a nature documentary or something, and like some animal gets attacked, and Fear just like, it scares him. Oh yeah, and that sequence where anger, disgust, and Fear, they're trying to help Riley as, as talking to her parents, and like we see her parents' emotions too, that's really cool. Even with the mother dreaming of like they have that memory core of like, come fly with me, Kachika, or however it says. That's funny. And like the dad, like the mother trying to get the dad's attention, like and he's still eating, and then like looks up, that actually has, according to, I've read this actually did happen with Pete Docter when, I guess, having dinner and such, like his wife tried to get his attention, and same thing, and he did the exact same thing as how the dad does in the movie. That shows some good details and such that are put in, that have in real life and put into their films. It's Pixar. What can you say? They nail it. But anyway, so and of course it's kind of big blow, that's it, go to your room, etc. And one by one, like from time to time, like all the lands inside of Riley's head, from Goofball Island, Family Island, I guess, they start to crumble and be destroyed. It's like, you know what I'm saying? And that's when, like, later, like, Joy and Bing Bong, they end up down to, like, the forgotten place, all the forgotten memory cores. And at one point, Riley, not Riley, Joy, she starts getting emotional too and crying. And she's Joy. You get what I'm saying? That shows a lot right there, even, like, when they find the wagon and such of Bing Bong's wagon, who's your friend who likes to play Bing Bong, Bing Bong? And yet Bing Bong sacrifices himself for Joy. Like, he gets off, and it makes the wagon get up higher and higher and back to, to where, on land and such. And, like, the last words that Bing Bong gives, take her to the moon for me, okay? And actually, I read Richard Kind did get emotional when he read that line. And I can tell, I guess. I can see that, kind of emotional part there, So Bing Bong fades away, etc., And then Joy stumbles upon Sadness. They make their way back to headquarters by using one part, because the thing with, like, Riley's imaginary boyfriend, I would die for Riley, And that's funny. It uses a stack of them, and, like, we die for Riley, fly back to headquarters. And I like that moment with disgust, like, making anger get pissed off, like, like, it causes to melt the window and such. And they get back, they get their cores back, and Riley almost, like, leaves, her parents such, like, getting on a bus, she's completely out of it, you know what I'm saying? Completely emotions, etc. And that's when it comes back to her, like, wait, I need to get off this bus, makes her way to her parents, and a very touching moment where Joy lets Sadness take control. Riley breaks down, she says that she misses home, etc. The parents confront her, everything seems to be okay now. And, and the ending to it, like, everything is updated inside of Riley's head, new control panel, like, Curse has, the Anger has control of the curse menu, and there's the bleep button, beep, bleeping the curse words, and new lands rise, and appear, and even at the end, like, Riley stumbles upon a boy, at a hockey game, And, like, the boy just, you know, and inside of his head, you see, you know, girl, like red alert, girl, you know. And, like, all of his emotions are like dudes, you know, teenagers, like, oh, yeah, dude, you know. And boom, the movie ends, and then there's the epilogue where we see some other characters that I guess we've seen in the movie, like the bus driver, the one, the woman at the counter at the pizza place. We see their emotions, even like a dog and a cat, you know. It's hilarious. It's really good. Even I noticed, like, Frank Oz and Dave Goelz, they make cameos in the movie as two guards and such, you know, like, Dave Goelz' character is named Frank, and Frank Oz's character's name is Dave. That's funny. Their characters have switched names, if you get what I'm saying, as I said. And, you know, I even read, and I heard, you know, because even Pete Docter has said, you know, that, you know, Frank Oz is one of his heroes. And yet, you know, and thus, you know, because Frank Oz, he had done the voice of Fungus in Monsters, Inc., and now the voice of Dave, one of the guards and such, you know, guarding the entrance to, like, the dungeon or something in Inside Out. So, you know. So, yeah, and with that, and I also noticed, like, even, like, say, there's, like, a cameo from the bear from, I guess, the bear formation of Eleanor from Brave is in there, you know, with pizza, you know, and even, like, Remy makes a cameo as, like, a zombie rat. Even the Haunted Mansion music plays, too, and, like, one of Riley's nightmare dream, you know, but that's when, like, Riley takes a memory core and turns it into, and has it be a dream, and, like, Joy's ice skating, etc., so, you know. But anyways, with all that being said, Inside Out, it's a really good Disney/Pixar film. It's fantastic. Everything about it, I love it. It's a really great film, and for it being Pete Docter's third Disney/Pixar film, and he did a great job with it, and for it being and, you know, I think as even Bob Peterson said about Monsters, Inc., like, you know, I remember, like, watching, like, the Pixar Filmmakers Roundtable of Monsters, Inc., and, like, Bob Peterson mentioned, like, he feels that Monsters, Inc. is definitely a Pete Docter film. With this, Inside Out, it's definitely a Pete Docter film. Definitely, yeah. Said it right there, Bob, and made me say it, so, you know. But anyways, I think I made a good point there. Inside Out is a really great, another really great Pete Docter film, so, you know. But anyways, so with Inside Out, well, it's pretty obvious. I give it 10 out of 10 stars. 10 out of 10 stars for Inside Out. It's fantastic. Great characters, great story with its emotional moments and its funny moments here and there. Just everything about it is fantastic. And you guys let me know what you think of Inside Out. Because again, for me, I love it and enjoy it. It's really good. So again, 10 out of 10 stars for Inside Out. I hope you guys enjoyed this review video. More new review videos coming your way. They're going to be awesome. Keep looking forward. And I'll see you guys in the next video/review video. Take care and peace out.